Welcome on a beautiful sunny Whittier day. Welcome to the 6th annual Prince William Sound Natural History Symposium. I'm one of your MCs, Paul Twardock, and on the board. So welcome back. If you were with us yesterday, we had a great afternoon, and welcome if this is your first day. We want to thank our sponsors, Exxon Valdez Oil Spill Trustee Council, the Oil Spill Recovery Institute at the Prince William Sound Science Center, the Prince William Sound Regional Citizens Advisory Council, and our many corporate sponsors and individual members. If you're not a member, join early, join often. We also want to thank the City of Whittier and the Chugach schools for their support in this lovely space we have here today. We want to thank, thanks to Alaska Magazine. There are magazines in the world still, and Alaska Magazine's a wonderful one to support, and there's copies out in the lobby. We also want to thank the Prince William Sound, our Chugach level sponsors, Discovery Voyages, Colony Builders, Drifters Fish, Glacier Jet Ski Adventures, Lazy Otter Charters, Stan Stevens Glacier and Wildlife Cruises, William Mountain Media Pro. William and his crew are helping us with Zoom and videotaping this for it to be online. All these will be online after the symposium's over, all the presentations. Rio Tinto, Alpine Air Alaska, and VS Helicopters. First, I want to welcome Dave Dickason, the mayor of Whittier.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Whittier. Really glad to see you all here. Another great turnout, which we're really proud of and really happy about. I wanted to give you an update on some of the things that have been happening here in Whittier. We've got quite a few things. I think we have $48 million in grant revenue that we're dealing with right now. So it's quite a bit for a little town of 275 people. Jackie Wild, the acting city manager, I just got back from Washington, D.C. And we were able to talk to our delegation back there, and several of the different divisions of the, Department of Transportation, and we talked to the Forest Service, and we talked to the DEC, and we covered a lot of territory back there. The Forest Service is talking about possibly giving us some land here that we could use for low-income housing, and I think that that would be something that we could all relate to with the housing problems that we're having here right now. We're also talking about the Shotgun Cove Road. It's fully developed now. The planning, it's shovel ready, and I think we're looking at possibly getting some construction dollars for that, maybe as soon as next year on that. I also wanted to talk about the Buckner building. We've got some grant funding for that we're looking at some remediation. Hopefully we'll be able to get some of the toxic waste remediated out of that so we can look at tearing that down here in the near future. We talked to Congresswoman Mary Patola. Talked to her a little bit about the fishing industry and the commercial fishing industry and the problems that we're having. And I don't know if you know, but Whittier Seafood is not going to be operating this year, and that's going to hit our budget. We talked to Senator Sullivan about the museum. He's a big supporter, a big fan of our museum here, and looking at some funding that maybe will help us. Possibly, right now there's no exit strategy. There's no transition strategy for the museum. It's being developed by a private individual. It's actually a nonprofit right now, but once he's gone away, there's really no plan for that in the future. We're kind of concerned about that. Senator Sullivan's very interested in helping us come up with a strategy for that. Senator Murkowski has been a big supporter of Whittier. She's been here several times, brought her family here, as a matter of fact. She's helped us with writing letters of support for Shotgun Cove Road. She's helped out with Buoy 81 out there. She's helped out with even working with us at the Beggage Towers, where there's some asbestos there that needs to be remediated. So a lot of things going on there. Here locally, we're working with the Department of Transportation here at the state with a comprehensive transportation plan that will go from the Seward Highway all the way out through Shotgun Cove. And it'll encompass the railroad operations here and the ferry system and just our local traffic here. And with all this development, it's going to take a lot of coordination, so we're happy about that. We're also working with the Alaska Railroad. That one of the reasons that everyone lives basically in one building is that the Alaska Railroad owns all of the property. And we're working off of our master lease. And right now we're actually in a conversation with them, hoping to eliminate that master lease and open up some property here that we can use for residential and commercial use. And that's a big game changer for us. That's something that we've been talking about for a long, long time. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that, and looking forward to seeing what that, how those conversations go. We actually could have a memorandum of understanding as early as September, and something that it'll have to go to the legislature down in Juneau. So there'll be a lot of eyes on it, but that could happen even this next session. Also want to talk about, let's see. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention was that we've been talking to Chugach Electric Association, and we have, I don't know if you're aware, but they're working with Holland America to develop shore power for the Holland America dock. It's something that I've mentioned before. I didn't think it was going to happen for a long time. Those shore power installations cost tens of millions of dollars, and it's a huge investment. But Holland America has taken a step. Of course, there's some federal money that's involved in helping that happen, but I think that shore power could happen as soon as 2026. I think is what I understand right now. First, Chugach has to upgrade their system to be able to accommodate that much load. But that's going to happen fairly soon. And as a result of that, we've been able to talk to Norwegian Cruise Lines up at the head of the bay and get them to agree also to become a part of that system. I don't think that Chugach was really anticipating that much load. And of course, you've probably heard about some of the problems that we've had with natural gas and the supply for the grid. So it's just it's a complicated situation, but we got a lot of people looking at that. Other than that, I guess I just want to thank Prince William Sound Stewardship Foundation for this event, bringing all of you here into our city. We appreciate that. It's hard to explain Whittier unless you actually are here, and we really appreciate you coming here, and want to just thank everyone here for showing up, and we really appreciate your attendance here. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Dave. Great news about that shore power and a lot going on over there. So I appreciate all your work.